Check this out. This video made everyone super upset. It's all happening.
Status selector.
So I'm perusing through Boxden, my favorite forum, BX Always First, when I see this thread by Johnny Cage 202. Atlanta back kicking up dust. YSL down, but Rachel Dolezal daughter feeding the streets. Rachel Dolezal daughter feeding the streets. I'll bite. So I click the link and see this video.
You from my big house, not from the trenches. I just enforce them, I don't make the rules. Say you from my hood, but you must be confused. Color Park is not Atlanta. No. Lithonia is not Atlanta. No. Claycoat is not Atlanta. No. Decatur is not Atlanta. No. Gwinnett is not Atlanta.
My bad. That's wild. Now, I didn't have enough information, so I checked with the BX detectives to see what they had to say about it. Young OG 804, what is this? With the Robin Williams and LeBron James smiley. BX got the illest smileys, y'all, so you know it's serious when you see Robin Williams and LeBron James back to back. Power raps, for my light-skinned girls. These people want to gentrify everything. Zone 3, Hapeville, Fairburn, some parts of Clayco, and East Point got tons of these out there. When white flight happened, their family didn't have enough to move, so all their grandkids mulattoes. Real spill. Cuddy Sark responded with this, chick don't look mixed, my G. Sure don't. Now one, homegirl spitting. Whoever wrote that for her nailed it. If she wrote it herself, even better. She looks pretty awkward doing it, especially in front of Spelman College, but she's spitting. And two, this song again seems super familiar. Now, I still don't know the artist and I still don't know the name of the song. I still need more information. So I head over to Twitter where I find a post by Omeretta saying, I'm crying. WTF is this? The first response, hilarious. An adorable dog in front of a bunch of terrible twerkers. Next response, light skin. Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer in the kente cloth. Too much truth. Third tweet, Big Boy is so confused about what's going on. He does look incredulous. Fourth tweet, fixed it. And the funniest one, this one killed me. And the results show you are not Atlanta. Yo, the internet is undefeated. Shout out to everybody. I love all those. Now, normally I don't like to get into culture appropriation conversations. To me, people are people. And when something's as massively influential as hip hop, you can't exactly expect the culture to stay contained. So I wasn't pissed. I wasn't pissed at all. I promise I wasn't pissed. I wasn't pissed until I saw this tweet. Hold this, Eli said, but she stole this.
Earned all my stripes and I got my respect. The whole city know I'm a beast. Look, if you not from this side and you don't know the facts, just chill and repeat after me. Calais Park, it's not Atlanta. No, it's not Atlanta. Lithonia, it's not Atlanta. Nope. Claycoat, it's not Atlanta. Nope. Decatur, it's not Atlanta. Nope. Gwinnett, it's not Atlanta. Nope.
Jesus. Now, the clip I just played is from an artist named Omeretta the Great. She's from Atlanta. Earlier this year, she dropped a song called Sorry Not Sorry, which put her at the center of a regional conflict earlier this year. Check this out. Atlanta, the city, really only has about 500 to 600,000 people, but the greater Atlanta area includes about 6 million or so. In Omeretta's version, she's claiming that College Park, Clayton, Gwinnett, Lithonia, Forest Park, Lilburn, Roswell, and Decatur are not Atlanta. That's right. Ludacris, 2 Chainz, y'all from College Park, y'all not Atlanta. Donald Glover, you from Stone Mountain, you not Atlanta. Outkast, nope, y'all East Point, y'all not Atlanta. Future, Ciara, y'all good, y'all Kirkwood. Now in her song, Sorry Not Sorry, Omeretta's referring to Zone 1, Zone 3, and Zone 4, which are police codes in Atlanta. So anything outside of Zone 1, Zone 3, Zone 4, not Atlanta, according to Omeretta the Great. But here's the thing, Heads reacted to that track earlier this year. T.I. said something, there was reportedly some friction between Omeretta the Great and Lotto. They ended up squashing it, made a great remix, links in description. But all of this was covered in multiple outlets. This was a moment at the top of 2022. And even though Omeretta is rapping in front of Braves Stadium, which is in Cobb County, not Atlanta, the track has so much heart and bounce and courage and controversy. And here comes, still don't know her name, so we'll call her MC Lightskin, straight jacking the track. It's all happening, not in a good way. I was heated, super heated, y'all. That's when I saw this. White girl from Atlanta, part of a rollout, yeah. See, and they they put the Obama smiley there, okay? You know it's compelling when you see the Obama smiley. So I clicked the link, and inside was a post by an artist named Kat Cunning. Hi, my name is Kat Cunning, and I'm not Atlanta, but I'm honored to bring you the character Raina Rain in Issa Rae's Rap Shit, which is streaming now on HBO Max. Here's what else Kat had to say. What's great about Rap Shit is it isn't afraid to tackle the criticism of cultural appropriation, especially through Shawana. Viewers will see her initial negative reaction to Raina Rain, but she is ultimately also trying to make it in the business. Cultural appropriation versus cultural appreciation is an ongoing discussion point in the rap music industry that the show explores, and I feel so fortunate to be working on a show with such talented black women telling this story. Issa, Sarita, Ada, and Chameleon really bring to life the complexities of making it in the music business. All right, let's wrap this up. They say an effective marketing campaign garners a reaction from the audience while driving them towards a product, Well, in that case, in the case of Rap Shit on HBO Max with Issa Rae and Kat Cunning, not Atlanta, bravo. I haven't seen the show yet, but the way they're using a reactionary society's addiction to cultural appropriation and cancel culture to drive their audience to a show about two women trying to make it in the music industry, extremely well played. I was pissed. Now I'm impressed. But for those that don't know, cultural appropriation is defined as when members of a majority group adopt cultural elements of a minority group in an exploitive, disrespectful, or stereotypical way. And it's one of those things that always seems to be in entertainment news, all the time, so consistently. Let's see who's being accused of appropriating culture today. Yahoo! Blackpink's Genie sparks cultural appropriation accusations for sporting cornrows. Fox News. Gwen Stefani accused of cultural appropriation in new music video, Light My Fire. Gwen all good with me. Yahoo News. Summer Walker accused of appropriating, sexualizing Hmong culture with provocative outfit. Haven't seen it yet. Bookmark. San Francisco Chronicle. Pete's Coffee takes the cultural appropriation approach to bubble tea. Even tea ain't safe. USA Today. Appropriation or appreciation. How the movie Elvis highlights his complicated history with black music. Haven't seen it. The point is this, there's a huge difference between cultural appreciation and cultural appropriation. For example, cultural appreciation, Wu-Tang. Cultural appropriation, Aquafina. Now, I understand there's an argument about who really is the majority culture between black people and Asians, especially in America, but Wu-Tang ain't walking around selling fake Asian accents.
Where that bitch at?
But considering how massively influential hip-hop has become and how the threads and tentacles and create something out of nothing spirit permeates the culture that created it, all underneath a capitalistic, commodify everything at all costs banner, is it even possible, truly, to rid the world of cultural appropriation? Is awareness the best that can be done? Is awareness enough? I don't have the answer to these questions.
Status selector.
Saturday, another TBD. Thank you guys for rocking with me. This is a bit of an unconventional one. I had another TBD planned for this week, and then this popped up on Thursday night. I fell into this rabbit hole, and the emotions that I expressed in this were real. This was a great marketing campaign, and that's something I really haven't broken down previously on this platform, which I do want to do more of going forward. What is a dope marketing campaign? This really had people thinking that this chick was out here looking crazy. You know, it just turns out it's Kat Cunning, and she plays Raina Rain on Rap Shit on HBO Max, so make sure you check that out. I'm definitely gonna give it a watch. Also, check out Kat Cunning's music. She's from Oregon, she makes music. It's not rap music. Give her a listen. Maybe you find something you like. I haven't listened to it yet. That was also part of the thing that confused me, because people kept saying it was Kat Cunning, and I would look around for Kat Cunning. I couldn't find anything on Kat Cunning. So anyway, I'm glad that worked out well for everybody, all parties included, mainly me, because I was about to embarrass myself by rage tweeting before I knew what I was talking about. There are a couple of websites who went up there and reported on that, and then had to take their reports down today. So this is a fresh story. Also, make sure you check out Amaretta the Great. She's actually official. She's got it, man. I promise she's got it. Like and subscribe to the channel. Follow @TheCompanyMan on everything. I'll be back again next week. And as always, it's all happening.